Hi everyone, so in this video I'm going to explain to you regarding the conditions of the titles, and it's still related to the RNCP title itself because as you can see on the previous video you can check that the RNCP title, each of the RNCP title in the platforms, they will have several conditions based on the class that they have. If they only have one class, then the condition will be only one, but if they have several class, then the conditions will follow. So in here I'm going to explain to you regarding the parameters of the titles itself. So as I already explained to you that the conditions is going to be the parameters of each of the class within the titles itself. So the one who can access the title parameter conditions or the conditions of the title itself is only ADMTC users. So if you want to go into the platforms and if you want to change anything regarding the conditions of the titles, you have to log in as the ADMTC users. And ADMTC users is not only can access the conditions, but they can also create and edit the conditions itself. And for the other users, especially for the academic directors and also the certifier user, they will be able to access the conditions of the title itself through the PDF of the academic kit. So if you log in as the academic directors and the certifier users, you just need to click on the RNCP titles, and there will be some folders inside of the titles which shows what is the parameters or what is the conditions of the titles itself. So here I'm going to explain to you later on the platforms what is the conditions of the awards. You can also read in here that the conditions of awards is titles which consist of some blocks of expertises, subjects, and also tests. So this is the parameters, or we can say the parameters of the titles itself. So how you are going to accomplish the titles and get the titles. So in here, in this conditional of awards or the conditions of the titles itself, it is to created for the parameters for each of the tests, which will be created. If you want to go into the conditions, you need to go directly into the RNCP titles, and you can edit the class and edit the conditions of each of the class. Thus, the conditions will be used as the parameter for the test score and also the final scripts, final transcripts. And then how you are going to access it, we will see it on the platforms later on. But here I'm going to explain to you more regarding the elements of the conditions. So within the conditions of the title, there will be several elements. The first one is the block of expertise. So basically, the block of the expertise is the group of subjects, so within the titles itself, and the subjects itself is actually the group of the test. So you can the user can set the coefficients or the minimum scores of the subjects within the block of expertise, and each of the subjects there will be a groups of tests in each of the subjects. So the test itself is going to be mean like in each of the tests the user can also set the weights of the test within the subjects, so at least one subjects they will have 100% of a weight. So for further explanations, let's go into the platforms. So here is the platforms. All you have to do is log in into the admin or directors of the ADMTC, and then you have to go to the menu, the parameters menu, the RNCP title. You have to choose one of the title in there, and in this case I already choose this title, STFT3. So in here, when you already click in it and you already inside of the titles, you just need to go into the list of the class, and you can edit any class that you want to check for the conditions. Just click on the edit button in here. For this one, I will choose marketing class. And in here, you will see that each of the class, they will have the details of the class parameters and also the conditions. So in here, so I will explain to you more in the next video.